Welcome to the Cape Charles Rotary Club of the Eastern Shore of Virginia. We have a motto, and let's state our motto. Service. Thank you. Can we turn and face the flag and give allegiance to our great country? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, if you will, please join in prayer or meditation as I say, bless this food to our use and us to thy service. Amen.
Yeah, we're going to have a song today.
We are.
And what song shall we sing?
And if you'll turn to page 6, in light of some patriotic occasions coming up, let's sing the Ballad of the Republic this morning.
My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He's leading.
No, it's not that. It's just it's going to get very hard.
Yeah, it's going to get really hard.
All right.
Mine eyes
have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grace of wrath was stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning guard with his terrible sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
Very good. Thank you very much. Yay. All right. Okay, everyone, take a seat, please. That was great. Do we have any visitors here with us this evening?
We absolutely do.
Yes, he is.
Technically. We have today Willie Sturgis, who is a board member with the Literacy Council and an active member of 100 Men, Black Men, who is hoping to bring a service chapter here to the short food. And hopefully, as I understand it, if he's here one more meal, he's a member.
Thank you, Will.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Happy dollars.
Yes.
June.
I have $5 for the art walk for the behind me.
Very good. Excellent job. Jerry did a great job. Chuck?
Today is my daughter's 55th birthday, so she lives in Chicago, so $10 for that, and she'll be quite proud that she makes me feel even older.
Old is not as, what is, Dave, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've got two trails.
Ooh!
My first grandchild graduated from Northeastern.
Hey.
The other is a little more self-focused. We just had a national launch of our new workforce concept in LA this week.
Oh, wow.
Trying to deal with the problem we had with people retiring, no way to replace them. Shrinkage of the labor force because no one's having children anymore. Immigration is slowing down. So this concept is intended to deal with all that.
Excellent.
All dynamic, occupancy management, if you hear that, that's pretty much,
Are you gonna launch that on the shore here?
it's going to be nationwide. We are proposing it regionally as well as short.
And what do we have to do to get involved?
One is to participate, if it's possible, when opportunities arise. We need to understand what people need to do to be successful in this economic context. Now, and accept the fact that once you learn, it's not sufficient unless you learn. If you got a degree more than 5 years ago, go back to school. We're having this in medicine, we're having it in technology, and so encourage this model of growing. And that will be on the shore as well as state, as well as Hampton Road. We have a proposal now.
Excellent.
Okay, real quick, this Saturday is the Barrier Island Center Music and Arts Festival. If you've signed up, we really appreciate it. Please get there at least 10 minutes early so you can pick up your vest and your two-way radio and to get any instructions and so forth. You're welcome to attend after or before your time to help with the parking, free. So you don't have to pay to get in or anything like that. We'll see you Saturday. My understanding right now, it looks like there could be some showers. So dress appropriately. It's going to be cool that day, so that's a good thing.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, I have an announcement plus my happy dollars.
Okay, now we're combining everything.
Yeah, I'll do it together.
All right.
First, the announcement on, and some of you have already agreed to help me, but on Sunday, May 31st at 4 o'clock, I'd like you to come help me park cars at Bick for the Northampton High Choral Assembly there. And I thank those of you who have signed up already, but you know, a couple more would certainly be appreciated. Happy dollars. I have 10 happy dollars. 5 because my 96-year-old cousin has been in the hospital 4 times in about 2 weeks. They would admit him, keep him for a couple of days, and send him home. And his wife said, I was looking for my black dress. Well, this weekend, they decided he had pneumonia. So he has a second lease on life, and he seems to be coming along now. So $5 for that. But another $5 because when I arrived at Rotary today, Ken announced to me he will not need the screen and projector for his bio. Made my day. Thank you, Ken.
I was hoping to do it. Thank you for that.
I know, but you'll be good.
Thank you. Anybody else? Paul?
I have an announcement as treasurer. It's been 30 days now since I've sent out the invoices for this quarter. There are 7 members of the club that still haven't paid. Actually, 4 of them are here at the meeting. I know it's good.
Pull out their names.
So that's good. So they hear this. Our new club policy is that you now get a 15-day notice saying that you're overdue and you need to pay it in 15 days or you get a $20 fine.
No one clapped for that.
You sure from things. Okay. Any more announcements / happy dollars? Joan?
I have an announcement.
Okay.
I wanted to publicly thank Peter Petrakis, Mark Usry, and Bill Payne for their help with the art walk. Bill for putting up the sign at the museum, Peter and Mark for both helping the artists bring their stuff from their vehicles into the park to set up, and at the end of the day, taking the stuff from the park and bringing it back to their vehicles using their golf carts, and we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's a clap.
I have an announcement. I mentioned this a while back, but Sailfest is coming up in about a month on the 20th to the 22nd of June. And I mentioned they've asked us to do parking. I don't know what the details are. I will find them out tomorrow. But they're going to have two entrances, and they're going to charge the park $10 per car. So I don't know what all is needed, but I just want to make sure that we participate. Thank you.
We're not going to have to collect money, are we?
I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, because the way it's been with Cape Charles Main Street is if any money is touched, it has to be by a board member. Okay? So, and that should be the way it is. So they're going to have two board members there to collect money. So yeah, I would think it's just parking.
Showing people the direction. Where's the park? Any other comments? Complaints? Suggestions?
Oh, I have just emailed you because some of our members are relatively new. And for the benefit of, for their benefit, Stan, if they may not know that Stan is a past president, and for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be, we're going to have guest presidents running the show in Dr. Betty's absence. And thank you for doing a good job.
I'm not finished yet.
Have we update on Dr. Betty? Is she doing
I was
okay?
just about to say, you must be reading my mind. My thought. Oh, you read my thought bubble. That's a good one. No, I saw Dr. Betty Saturday. We were both happy. Both happened to be with our families across the bay at the Lion King performance, and she looks great. She looks great. But she said her operation's coming on Thursday, and we'll know better after that. But she looks great.
One of the reasons that she's not here is because for this particular surgery, she has to take a bunch of tests, and scheduling them is conflicted with this meeting. So she does have flare-ups, other days she's fine, but it's really scheduling that's been preventing her from joining.
Has anyone? Oh, go ahead.
You could probably say that.
What?
Doris Sullivan.
Yes.
Yep, great minds.
Done. Has anybody heard or?
She's
She's
home.
home?
He's home and he's recovering.
Do we have a card or something that we were going to send her and everyone sign?
No, I can bring one.
Okay.
So I'm used to that.
Next week, tell her she can't get healthy too quickly.
I can send her an A card.
That sounds like a plan, yeah. All right, you can do that right now, as a matter of fact. All right, thank you, Joan. Joan is such a great part of this meeting. Thanks a lot. Ken, did you raise your hand? Oh, not yet. Queen of Hearts. Okay, nobody, I'll take it, I'll win. Hi, I'm an ace of hearts. What? Ace of hearts. You do? Ace of hearts.
Wow.
First time in ever. I have ace of hearts.
Somebody has to administer the draw.
Peter King.
There you go.
You're an administrator of the draw.
There you go.
Whoa, it's all right.
Okay, sir. That was cards, quick shuffle. Nothing on my sleeve.
Which sleeve? And the winner is a deuce of diamonds. Deuces.
Tear it up. No, you can't give it. You gotta be smart. There you go.
Okay, anything else that I left out from you past presidents? What was that? You copying off whose paper? We finished? Hey, Pop,
Skullduggery.
we finished? Thank you. All right, without further ado, I'd like to bring up Ken. Hugging Doubler. Hugging Doubler. All right. And
It's like a payoff here, but anyway, go ahead.
what's that? What? Oh,
You want it?
thanks for the win. All right. One more thing, Paul.
We had $49 collected today, which is very good. So the club gets half of that. We're gonna find out. And Stan gets half of what's left, which is $12, and then $12 gets added to the pot. So the pot from now and $26.
$26 in a box. Sounds like a plan. All right, Ken, I'm sorry I messed up your name.
No,
But I'm on a long list of names. And he's gonna give us his bio today. There he is.
Thank you, Stan, and good afternoon, everyone. Seems like I've been in this club forever, and I haven't given my bio yet. So it's a little strange, but thank you, Bill, for scheduling it. So, again, my name is Ken Huggendubler. We'll repeat that last name again. Huggendubler, not Huggendubler. I get that all the time, Huggendubler. So, who am I? I was born in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Anybody that's ever been to Hershey, it's a super unique town. Grew up, you smell the chocolate every day. I was a runner. You would get sick of it after a while when you're a runner, smelling that when you run 10 miles and out of breath. But fun town. There's going to be a movie on Milton Hershey coming out. I believe it's going to be coming out this fall. It's going to come out in the cinema. So go out and watch it because I think one of the most unique individuals, entrepreneurs in the world. He established this whole small town which was a farm town, and established this chocolate factory that's one of the biggest chocolate companies in the world. My dad was a training teacher. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. So typical middle class kind of family. I grew up playing sports. You'll hear some of these themes throughout. Baseball is my big passion. We're talking over there about the Norfolk Tides and going to some games, but I've been to every Major League Baseball stadium, which is fun. Now, every current Major League stadium. Let me make sure I get that correct. But I've been to every stadium. I've been to some of the older stadiums too. So I go on a baseball trip every year with a bunch of my former coworkers. Have a blast. It started off a little on the R side. Now it's gotten way PG, but it's been a lot of fun. So sports was a big part of my life growing up. History has been a big part of my life. Being so close to Gettysburg, love Gettysburg. I want to eventually maybe become a part-time guide there if I can at some point. Gettysburg's awesome. Philadelphia, obviously, 2 hours away from Hershey. Spend a lot of time going to Philadelphia. That's where my current office is. But history has been a big part of my life, such that even though I have a degree in accounting, I'm going back and getting my degree in history from the Penn State Royal campus. Worked at Hershey Park. I think everybody does that. Hershey Park was started by Milton Hershey as a park for just the workers. It was really more of a worker
park. We wanted some relaxation, some fun. The workers at the factory would go there. Now it's a big theme park, as we know. Anyway, I graduated in 1986 from Hershey. Next part of my career was college. Went to Susquehanna University, the small Lutheran school. There's a lot of small Lutheran schools in Pennsylvania. Almost went to Penn State, but it was too big. So I went to Susquehanna and got my degree in accounting. One of the things I really learned there, in the 70s and 80s, this whole concept of volunteering and civic engagement wasn't really a big deal. So like my high school, there weren't a lot of volunteer opportunities. I went to Susquehanna, and they had this unique system of participation in different charitable events and charities. And it was also one way to get into the cool dorm. So I'm like, hey, this is cool. I want to get into a nice dorm that has carpet and, instead of the shaggy dorms that we had at Susquehanna. So I did that. One of our missions was to tutor adults who were going for their GED. That was eye-opening to me. We'd cross the river, go into a very poor area, and my roommate and I started doing that. So it was kind of an eye-opener, kind of started the process of me getting involved in volunteer activities. And then I also started became a big brother to a little brother, big brother, big sister program. Did that for a number of years. Great program. Able to really affect some young boys who didn't have a father figure, really impact their lives. It was a lot of fun. Did that for probably 5 or 6 years. So that was really the start of my volunteering. Graduated from college, went to what's called the Big Four accounting firms, Ernst & Young. If anybody's ever heard of the Big Four, they're the large international accounting firms. You heard of it, Bill? So I was with Ernst & Young for 14 years. I almost became an attorney, Mark. I almost did. That was actually my original track was to go to law school. I did take the LSAP, but never pursued that. Decided to stay and get my CPA. And then I really started to develop a passion for business development, selling. You never think an accountant would do that, but that's kind of my passion. Really been help growing our practice. I currently had our insurance practice at Baker Tilly, which I'll get into in a minute. And that's really changed my life. Really been more focused on people, less about numbers. That really started what I've called the service period of my life. I joined Rotary at the ripe old age of 5 in 1995. I've been a Rotary now 31 years. It's changed. The club I started with was an old boys club. There was one female in it. Literally, I was talking to Paul after joining us at our table, and he said he liked to sit at a different table. That didn't happen in my first club. If you sat in somebody's chair, you get told to leave. That's the kind of stuff that was wrong, but that's the way it started. But I was with that club. I became president, became treasurer, did all the different avenues. I was in charge of the student exchange program, which my wife and I have done half a dozen, all girls. We still keep in touch with a couple of them, but a great program that we participated in. And then I joined a lot of other organizations. Just had that passion to volunteer. Habitat for Humanity. I've been involved with junior achievement for a lot of years. Been on the board, probably done 120 classrooms back in Pennsylvania. I'm joining the board of the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Their junior achievement. Currently, Northampton County is actually not covered by the junior achievement across the bay. So I told the board of junior achievement of Maryland, Eastern Shore of Maryland, that we wanted to get involved with Northampton County. I know our club is so involved, so we're going to try to do that. I also got involved with the Humane Society of the Harrisburg area, became the board president. That's another kind of passion. It's tough work. Animal welfare is tough work. We made a lot of tough decisions to keep the shelter alive, but to this day, the doors are still open and doing really well up there. Met my wife in 1995, so we've been married now also almost 30 years. Been great. We adopted my daughter, Amanda, who's going to college up in Camp Hill. Did that in 2003. She's now 22. Another one of my passions, and people appreciate this, was youth sports. So I basically took my daughter in every sport she did, soccer, basketball, softball, but I heavily got involved in travel softball. Been a coach for 12 years. I still am kind of doing it part-time, even though I'm kind of remote, living here, not in Pennsylvania. I've seen a lot of fun with it. Always a lot of stress, too, with some parents, as we know, Pete. But the kids have been awesome. Just to see some of them go to college, play in college, and just really progress in their careers. All right, now, so moved here. Like I said before, joined the firm of Baker Tilly. I kind of head their insurance practice, so I kind of oversee the entire industry for the firm. We're actually the 6th largest firm in the country, so I do travel a lot. I go to the Midwest, Dallas, New York, Oregon, lots of different states. But anywhere there's an insurance company or some sort of insurance-related organization, those are our clients at Baker Tilly. Another one of my passions, and Bill will appreciate this, is craft beer. You'll see me at Cape Charles Brewing Company. I just have a passion, not only because I like craft beer, but the craft brewery owners are so awesome. I've met so many different owners over the years. Gotten to do some assistance with them, financial operations. Probably when I retire from Baker Tilly, that's going to be one of the things I do, is help craft breweries. And most importantly, in Paul's case, I'll be your treasurer starting in about a month. Everyone's clap at that now. I really appreciate all the work you've done. I know it's been a long road for everything. And I think that's it. But do you have any questions?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Gonna drill me, bro. Gonna drill me. Go ahead.
2 questions.
Okay.
When do you sleep?
Right?
At night. That's a throwaway question.
Throwaway question.
The second one is, what attracted you to the shore?
My wife should be here because she can answer that question better than me. Now, we were looking, so again, I coach travel softball. We were going to Virginia Beach all the time. So we were going to move to Virginia Beach, like Virginia Beach. Never really found a house we liked. And Lisa was just actually on the internet saying, hey, Bay Creek popped up. Look at this fun place to live. And it's right on the Chesapeake, and there's so much, people are great. So that's really it. It wasn't any kind of real big plan to do it. We knew nobody when we moved here. It was just kind of, let's do it.
Yeah. One daughter?
Yeah, just one daughter.
In your quest for craft beers, have you ever done a non-alcoholic beer?
I've tasted them, yeah. I would say I'm a connoisseur of them, but yeah, I have tasted them. But yeah, like I said before, I've been to, I have a bunch of craft beer friends. We go to a lot of beer fests, and just to meet, like I said, it's not just about the beer. It's not the beer. It's about the owner. They're all small business men and women, really trying to live their dreams. A lot of them are home brewers, and I could actually do a separate presentation on this.
Have you been to Beer Fest in Reading?
Yeah. That's good one. Absolutely some good beers there. Yes, sir.
I'm assuming you're a Phillies fan.
I forgot to say, yeah. I started with my Phillies hat. I should have said my Rotary hat, but Paul would have found me because I couldn't find my pin, so I wore my hat instead. No, I'm a huge Phillies fan. In fact, I'm going to the game tomorrow. We have an outing with my clients tomorrow. but I go to half a dozen games. Eagles, Phillies, huge. I've been to the last 2 Eagles Super Bowls with my wife.
I'm originally from Baltimore, so I'm an Orioles fan, but you mentioned you've gone to every stadium.
Yeah.
Were you at the Memorial Stadium?
I was at Memorial Stadium a long time ago. In fact, I was there for a football game back when after the Colts left and they had that, before they moved, where the Ravens moved to the current stadium. Yeah, they were there for a couple years. So, yeah, not the greatest football team, but I like the baseball. I like that as a baseball team.
Are you aware that the president of the Greater Hampton Roads area out of Norfolk Achievements lives here in Cape Charles in the
I know that.
house?
Okay.
His name is Frank Hughley.
Oh, Frank, you know Frank. You know
Frank? I didn't get him.
He's junior.
Oh, all right. I know Frank. I didn't know that's what he did. Okay.
He's a retired
Okay.
officer, and I'm not sure the Navy, I think. The Navy, but he's 9 or 10 years as the president of junior chief.
Frosty.
Yeah, right. Okay.
He has a big golf tournament here. And,
Hey, great, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Hopper's, picks up a good some change for that too.
Do you have a favorite stadium?
Great question. So I would say I kind of do it in put them in 2 different buckets. One, you have the old stadiums that are still around, Wrigley and Fenway, which are in a class by themselves. Two awesome stadiums, fun stadiums. They've done some renovations to them over the years. Of the quote new stadiums, I do like Camden. I like PNC Park in Pittsburgh and Petco Park in San Diego. Actually, my wife and I are going to go to San Diego next week and see a couple games there. But yeah, it's even if you're not a baseball fan, the stadiums are just so unique. But the football stadiums are kind of generic. Most of them, except if you go to Orlando or maybe Kansas City, they're all kind of the same. But baseball stadiums are just so unique and so different.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a dead spot down here as far as picking up baseball games. And if that kind of makes you not feel happy, I was a big Oriole fan, obviously. And they had something called Madison, Maryland area.
Yeah, sure. We used to have that back in Pennsylvania.
So when I moved down here, we had it temporarily from the town cable company, but when they sold off the spectrum, Beers got lost all my Oriole games.
I get the MLB package, so I get all of the games. Yeah, because I have to get all the Phillies games. That's what I watch at night. So. All right.
Okay. I would offer you a cup, but you're a potential member, so you're not getting one.
So, Ken's being very modest, but he's also a major donor. And you're also the Quest too, right? You go.
All right, all right.
For the new people, a major donor is somebody, and there's different levels of major donors, but it starts at 10,000. And there's at least 4 in our club.
Okay. Again, thank you, Ken. That was very rewarding. The only thing I know about Susquehanna is step by step, inch by inch. Susquehanna Hat Company? No. Only eating myself?
Good up until now.
Oh, man. All right. We know.
That's right.
All right. Is there anything else for the club before we adjourn? Well, let's stand and say give the 4-way check. First of all being Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? To better friendship? Will be beneficial to all concerned?
I'm saying,
Since my, I will only have fun. Thank you, everybody.
Meeting's adjourned.
Well done. Nobody made a question.